Naomi, Maya Angelou is proud of you. Rosa Parks, Harriet Tubman is somewhere in the skies looking down and they're proud of you. This Naomi Hill turn will be studied in universities for years to come. Hey, Paula, that is how you book a show. Evolution was a solid show, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. When you're starting from the bottom, when you're starting from somewhere in the pits of hell, ain't nowhere to go but up. Now, this is what we want to see moving forward, but unfortunately, we're not gonna get it. We know consistency is a thing of the past when you're talking about WWE. Jade Cargill, thank you for your contribution. All of the critics saying this woman can't put on a solid match. I can't find any of these people who are saying these things. All I hear is crickets. Jade, thank you for your contribution. All of the women on the card, they did a great job. This was a solid show, better than Saturday night's lame event. Naomi cashing in the Money in the Bank and winning the World Heavyweight Championship is way deeper than any just casher. We're talking about a woman that spent 15, 20 years in WWE grinding, getting buried, being in stupid ass storylines, had to leave, had to get her rank up in TNA, make WWE respect her, comes back, gets in some more stupid ass storylines, finally turns heel. But before that, she catches the run with Bianca Belair being tag team champs, turns heel, and does one of the greatest heel turns of all time. We're in 2025 where John Cena turned heel, and outside the initial shock of it happening, it been like literally the biggest snooze fest of John Cena's whole career. But Naomi, she turns heel, and that's what you're supposed to do. Change your look, change your music, change your attitude, change your promos, change everything, your aura. Go on social media, she's trolling. She's in the comments. This is the hardest working woman in WWE, and finally it gets respected. This is the problem I had with WWE. People like Drew McIntyre doing great, going on great runs, but there's no payoff. People like LA Knight going on great runs year after year after year, showing up, putting in hard work, and getting no payoff. It's like going to work, working 40 to 50 hours, and you go to TKO for your check, and they tell you they ain't got nothing for you. Professional wrestlers need to see this to keep going, to keep a high intensity, a high work output. Just the moral backstage, it makes everything better when you see somebody work pay off. It ain't about white, it ain't about black, it ain't about man, it ain't about women. This is about work. Who is putting the work in? Who is putting in overtime? Who deserves it? Naomi deserves it. Congratulations to that woman, man. I'm proud to see Naomi cashed in when nobody thought it would happen. Now I have people asking me, well, Bobby Monsoon, was this Evolution PLE better than All In? And I'm like, bro, hold on, let's slow down. That's kind of like comparing one of the box TVs my grandmother used to watch in the 80s that didn't have color, and you needed an antenna to get channels, to one of these smart TVs right now where you got Netflix and other apps on them. Don't get ahead of yourself. This was nowhere near All In. I don't even want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. That is a straight bold-faced lie. This was a solid PLE for the women. Let's keep it at that. Now, the PLE started off with Lyra Valkyria, Becky Lynch, and Bayley. This was a solid start to the show. This was for the women's IC title. Becky Lynch goes over, and I think that was a good move. Even though I don't like Becky Lynch as a heel right now because she kept the same song, she's keeping the same basically attitude. Nothing has changed but her promos. But outside of that, Becky Lynch is doing solid work. I feel like Lyra Valkyria, we already seen her as women's IC title. I feel like Bayley is not really going to do much with the IC title. Becky Lynch, her being heel, even though it's not to my liking, this is a good move. They all had a solid match. Now, when I was given this F's on a report card, it was for how the show was creatively built, the momentum that Triple H was doing. I didn't like it at all. This whole card was F's because it was only about 72 hours to put the card together, and I just can't respect that, especially when you go around claiming to be the king of long-term booking. Now, Now the next match, you got Jordynne Grace versus JC Jane. When I said I didn't know who JC Jane was, a lot of y'all, well not a lot, but some of y'all got mad in the comments. But man, y'all was telling me she was doing good work, so I left it up to myself to see if she does good work. I think her work was solid tonight. I still don't understand why she's NXT Women's Champion. Not saying she don't got the talent, I just don't know enough. But she did a good job in her match with Jordynne Grace. But the takeaway was this: Blake Monroe turning heel. And if you knew Mariah May when she was Mariah May in AEW, you knew this had to happen. See, Blake Monroe, Mariah May, whatever you want to call her, she's okay as a babyface. She's going to do solid work as a babyface, but Mariah May, Blake Monroe as a heel is something diabolical. It's something demonic. She's just a different character when she's heel. She's going to get under your skin. She's going to come off. She's going to portray that character to a level that we're all gonna wind up appreciating in the long run. Jordynne Grace, Blake Monroe, and NXT is gonna be very interesting. I'm gonna be keeping my eye on that. Now, the women's fatal four-way match for the women's tag team championship, Sol Ruka and Zara, Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, the Kabuki Warriors, and Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez. Roxanne Perez, Raquel Rodriguez go over, and I predicted that Charlotte and Alexa Bliss was definitely going over. That was one of the curveballs that Triple H threw. I don't have a problem with it. You know what I mean? I would like to see Charlotte and Alexa Bliss as tag team championships, but if I had to be honest, I really could give two shits. Because the tag team championships in the women division is unfortunately getting treated as a joke. So we have no vested interest in it. But Roxanne and Raquel retaining the titles, keeping it in Judgment Day, I thought it was an interesting decision. I thought it was a solid decision too. I like Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne. I like Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan. Man, I just wish they had better storylines surrounding the whole thing, but they did put on a solid show, and yeah, I like to see what they're gonna do moving forward. Now, the no-holds-bars match with Naomi and Jade Cargill was a banger. Bianca Belair coming in as special guest referee. Man, like, this was fire, bro. I'm not gonna lie, man. This was the best match Jade Cargill had since she came to WWE. I've been telling people since day one, the woman is getting better and better and better and better. People like to go and just come online and complain and just ignore the improvement Jade Cargill been on. People like to go online and complain and just ignore the improvement Jade Cargill has been on. This girl has the it factor, the queen of the ring, and she put on a solid show. Naomi, always putting on a solid show, and nothing was different than this, man. It was good to see Bianca Belair back in the building. She came out, she got a great pop, and man, this storyline is straight cinema if you ask me. We thought Naomi just took a L and Jade Cargill went over it, and you can look online, everybody was pissed off. I'm seeing people on X burying Triple H getting pissed off, but he had the curveball in his back pocket. Was it always there, Paul Levesque? Or did you see the backlash online and call it audible? No matter what, we can't give Triple H too much flack because, man, this was a great decision. And I think Naomi is going to be one of the greatest world heavyweight champions the women's division have ever seen. Now we got the Trish Stratus and Tiffany Stratton match. And outside of the women looking beautiful in the ring, I'm not going to lie, it was nothing to really write home about. They had an okay match. It wasn't a fucking banger or wasn't the worst match ever. They had an okay story. No, they had a shit story, actually. The story was Tiffany Stratton came and, I want to battle Trish Stratus. And it was just, I'm going to say this and I'm going to stand on it. I feel like somebody else could have been in that Trish Stratus spot. Trish Stratus, I keep saying this. You've been out since I was in 7th or 8th grade. I'm almost 40. There's a lot of people on the women roster that could have used that spot. But still, I think it looks good on Tiffany Stratton's resume to have a Trish Stratus win, especially on Evolution, so I can't complain too much about that. It was nothing to talk about with this match, to be honest. We all knew that Trish Stratus wasn't winning, and that was the classic, predictable Paul. in booking in this match. Now you got Stephanie Valkyria going over in the women's battle royal. I'm not gonna lie, I thought they was gonna give it to Nikki Bella. I was ready to come on here and lose my shit, man, because Nikki Bella's another one where I feel like you're good, you're cool, you're a legend, you're whatever you want to call yourself, but your time has passed. The train has left. It's other women coming up that I feel like need that spot, that's working hard, that deserves that spotlight. Stephanie Valkyria is one of them. That was a great decision to have her actually go in, actually go over. The women's battle royal is a battle royal. For me, it's a bathroom break. So I'm gonna be sitting here blowing smoke up your ass and lying, telling you I sat there and I was glued to the TV. I wasn't. I had to take a number 2, and I gotta hope that the hotel staff isn't too mad at me after that. But that's neither here nor there. That's a different story. Stephanie Valkyria comes out on top in the Battle Royal. Now the last match with Rhea Ripley and IYO SKY, one of the craziest matches. These women have been going back and forth for years, so they put on a solid match, you know what I mean? They put on a solid match to end the show. But the highlight of the show, when they're both fighting, you don't know where it's gonna go. Naomi comes in limping from getting beat up at the No Holds Bar match, cash and the Money in the Bank. It's a triple threat match. She hit IYO SKY with the briefcase. She throws Rhea Ripley out the ring. Split-legged moonsault to IYO SKY. 1, 2, 3. Naomi makes history. Let me know what y'all think in the comments about that. Let me know what y'all think about the Evolution show. Also, you got people online comparing Evolution to AEW All In. I'm sorry, I just can't entertain conversations like that. That's like comparing, man, who's going to win, Hornswoggle or Brock Lesnar in the UFC octagon? Like, come on, like, we only got about 75 summers in this life. I got better things I could be wasting my breath on than an idiotic conversation like that. Let me know in the comments what y'all think about that, though, man. I'm gonna catch y'all on Raw. It's Bobby Monsoon 215. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye.